Indian Railways is a state owned enterprise that is organized as a departmental undertaking of the Ministry of Railways of the Government of India and operates India's national railway system. Hello, friends, welcome back to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. In 1951, the Indian Railways was established by the amalgamation of 42 different railway companies operating in the country, spanning a total of 55,000 kilometers, that is 34,000 miles. The railway network across the country was reorganized into six regional zones in 1951 to 1952 for administrative purposes, which was gradually expanded to 18 zones over the year. The first steam operated railway operations in 1837 in Madras, with the first passenger operating in 1853 between Bombay and Thane. In 1925, the first electric train ran in Bombay on DC traction. The first locomotive manufacturing unit was commissioned in 1950 at Chittaranjan, with the first coach manufacturing unit set up at Madras in 1955. Indian Railways runs various classes of express, passengers, and suburban trains. In 2023 to 2024, it operates average of 13,198 trains, on average daily coverings 7,325 stations, and carries 6.905 billion passengers. Amount may vary accordingly. Indian Railways also operates different classes of rail freight transport. In 1832, the proposal to construct the first railway line in India at Madras was made. In 1835, a railway track was constructed between Red Hills and Chintra Dipet in Madras and became operational in 1837. It was hauled by a rotary steam engine imported from England and was used by ferrying granite. The Madras Railway was established in 1845, and the Great Indian Peninsular Railway was incorporated in 1849. Temporary railway lines were built, such as the railway line at Dowliswaram, built by Arthur Cotton to supply stone for the construction of a dam over the Godavari River in 1845, and the Solani Aqueduct railway built by Proby Cotley in Roorkee to transport construction materials for an aqueduct over the Solani River in 1851. In 1852, a steam locomotive imported from England was tried at Baikula. In 1853, the first passenger train on 1676 millimeter, that is 5 feet 6 inch broad gauge, ran for 34 kilometers, that is 21 miles, between Bombay and Thane, which had 14 carriages carrying 400 people, hauled by 3 steam locomotives, the Sahib, Sindh, and Sultan. This day is considered to by the formation date of the Indian Railways and is marked as the Indian Railways Day annually. The Thane Viaduct, the first railway bridges, were built over the Thane Creek when the Mumbai Thane line was extended to Kalyan in May 1854. Eastern India's first passenger train ran 39 km, that is 24 mile, from Howrah near Kolkata to Hooghly on 15th August 1854. The construction of the first main line in the south between Royapuram in Madras and Arcot started in 1853, which became operational on 1st July 1856. On 24th February 1873, a horse down 3.8 km, that is 2.4 miles, tram opened in Calcutta between Sialda and Armenian Ghat Street. On 9th May 1874, a horse drawn tramway began operational in Bombay between Kolaba and Parel. In 1879, the Nizam's guaranteed state railway was established, which built railway lines across the Hyderabad state from Kachiguda. In 1877, an Ajmer built F1/734 steam locomotive became the first indigenously built locomotive in India. In 1897, lighting in passenger coaches was introduced, with Jodhpur Railway the first to introduce electric lighting as a standard fixture. The first railway budget was presented in 1924. On 3rd February 1925, the first electric train ran between Bombay and Kurla, hauled by a SLM electric locomotive on DC transaction. In 1925, the first electric multiple unit EMU were introduced in Bombay with 1500 volt DC unit imported from Camel Lyard and Erdingen wagon fabric. Chennai Suburban railway started operating in 1931 with a single metro gauge line from Chennai Beach to Tambaram. In the period between 1925 and 1944, the management of the railway companies in the British Presidency and provinces was taken over by the government. In 1950, there were about 42 different railway companies operating about 55,000 kilometers, that is 34,000 miles tracks across the country. These railway companies were amalgamated in steps to form a single entity named as Indian Railways. In December 1950, the Central Advisory Committee for Railway approved the plan for reorganizing Indian Railways into 6 regional zones, with the southern, that is 14th April 1951, central 5th November 1951, and western 5th November 1951, zones being the first to be created. In 1952, fans and lights were mandated for all compartments in passenger train, and sleeping accommodations were introduced in coaches. The first diesel locomotive used in India was fabricated by North British Locomotive Company in 1954. The first locomotive manufacturing unit at Chittaranjan was commissioned in 1950. The first rail coaches were manufactured in India from 1956, when the integral coach factory was established at Madras. In 1956, the first air-conditioned train piled between Howrah and New Delhi. In 1957, Indian Railways adopted 25 kilovolt AC traction, with the first runs beginning in December 1959 with the VAM 1 locomotive. The first containerized freight rail transport began between Bombay and Ahmedabad in 1966. In 1969, the Government of India announced the introduction of a new express train capable of reaching speeds of up to 120 km per hour, that is 75 mph, in the railway budget, and the first Rajdhani Express was flagged off from New Delhi to Howrah in March 1969. In 1974, Indian Railways endured a 20-day strike. The first metro rail was introduced in Calcutta on 24th October 1984. The Indian Railways website went online in February 2000. Indian Railways Catering and Tourism Corporation (IRCTC) was incorporated in 1999, and online ticketing was introduced on 3rd August 2002 through IRCTC. CTC. In 2015, the first compressed natural gas CNG powertrains was rolled out. Since 1925, the railway budget was presented before the union budget till 2016. The central government approved the merger of the rail and the general budget from 2017. Indian Railways is divided into 18 administrative zones, 17 operationals, headed by general managers, which are further subdivided into 68 operating divisions, headed by Divisional Railway Manager DRM. The divisional officers of the respective operating verticals report to the divisional railway managers and divisional heads and are tasked with the operational and maintenance of assets. Station masters control individual stations and train movement through their station's territory. In addition, there are numbers of manufacturing units, training establishment, PSUs, and other undertakings under the purview of Indian Railways. Staffs are classified into gazetted, Group A and Group B, and non-gazetted, Group C and Group D. Employees with gazetted employees carrying out executive or managerial level tasks. Group B employees are recruited by departmental promotion exams of Group C employees. Recruitment of Group C employees are through exams conducted by the Railway Recruitment Control Board RRCB, and Group D staffs are recruited by Zonal Railway Recruitment Cell RRC. Indian Railways operates 7 centralized training institutes and 295 training centers. It also provides housing, healthcare, and education facilities for staffs. Indian Railways offers various travel classes on its coaches for the purpose of identification in passenger trains. Coaches in a train set are assigned an alphanumeric code. The first letter identifies the coach class and the second letter identifies the coach number. The berth and seats are numbered by a alphanumeric code with letters identifying the berth or seat type and numbers identifying the position.